Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to KU Esports. It's me again. Hi, Marshall. Tonight we are playing Valorant against Nebraska. So, a couple interesting things at the start of tonight's stream. Three new members will be joining the varsity Valorant roster. Angel, if you all remember from from the fall, has since graduated, and Bullseye is on hiatus right now. He will be back for week 4 of competition. But until that time, we have two members from JV stepping up. We have Macarora and Goggles, and we have Isaiah, who is an X-Radiant player and apparently an absolute aiming mechanic freak. So looking forward to watching them play tonight. Some things to consider going into tonight's match. If you guys remember from the fall, there were some matches that the team played that should have been wins, and this has led to a lot of frustrating losses and a little bit of disappointment at the end of the season. As we cut to the table here, we'll see where we sit coming out of that fall there. And, we're sitting towards the bottom. We are tied neck and neck with Syracuse with, on a 3-5 record. Syracuse staying on top of us with over 17 more rounds won. Hopefully, team's going to be looking to bounce back and sort of take a commanding position in the leaderboard. It's very possible that given the current roster, we should be able to pick up wins over Syracuse, over Utah, and be able to sort of climb the leaderboard in time for Vegas in April. With me tonight, doing prod and doing analyst work, is the lovely president of the esports program here at KU, Alex.
Hello.
And Alex, is there anything else the folks at home should know about tonight's match?
I think we should feel confident. I'm curious to see what our new roster has for us. It's exactly Macaroon and Goggles have been playing together. But we've got an entirely new wild card with us, Isaiah here. Not quite sure what his in-game name is yet, but I've heard good things, and so I'm curious to see how he plays, how that fares with the team, as well as two JV members stepping up to the plate as well. So I'm excited to see that. I'm not too worried about Nebraska. Don't ask me why.
I don't know. I mean, so far this week, the Nebraska teams have proven that they've put in the work over the break between the fall and the spring here, and so we could see something new from this Nebraska side.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a peek at the Nebraska team just to refresh my memory. And I will have to say, Woody Seth, I do remember, proved to be a worthy adversary
He was
when
very
we had
good.
that. So that is a player to keep an eye on. Today's match for Nebraska is Woody Seth and Reevage, I believe, are the two players that really held their own.
Absolutely.
Everyone else, I don't know. Let's be nice, but a 1-7 team, I'm not too worried about.
Which I mean is fair. One thing that I'm really looking forward to is if the team is going to be better on the positional play, is going to be better on decision making. If you guys remember from a couple matches and a lot of rounds during the fall, there was some very interesting sort of decision making where we're playing defense and we decide to re-swing an angle we've already swung and been shot at, or we're clock's winding down and we decide to repeat that. I really hope, in my hope of hopes, that is something that we do not see repeats of. And as long as the team does that, I think that we can very comfortably win the first few matches of the start of the Valorant campaign tonight. Anything else you'd like to add, Alex?
I think you said that well.
Cool. I think while we wait for the team to get ready here, we'll kick it off to a short break, so don't change that browser and stay tuned, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. We're waiting for the teams to get settled in here. We're just going to take a look at the beautiful map that we'll be fighting on today first for the first round. And that map is... Fine. Thank you. I don't know Valorant maps that well. Alex, can you tell us a little bit about the flow? Like, what can we expect from... I'm assuming we're starting on the defensive half?
Yeah, we are on defense.
Okay.
Honestly, I think we can expect a little bit of early aggression down that, I believe it's called B long. It might be A long, but it's on the left side of the map if you're on the attacking side. So we'll see some early aggression there, perhaps. I think War is going to be holding that down just because that's where Viper likes to sit. And that's what I can assume that War is going to be playing, is that Viper. I have no idea. But Goggles is the initiator extraordinaire.
Awesome. I want to see some War mid-game absolute domination. Or, sorry, mid-lane domination. That's what I want to see. I want to see War pull out the Odin, and I want to see him ace with the Odin again. I want to relive that high. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'd love to see some good War lurks. I'd love to see some good interplay between Crispy and Goggles and we can just see Six Shot getting some crazy 6 shots. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, and by the way, 6 shots is the tag for Isaiah. So if you hear us say 6 shots or six, we were referring to him, who we introduced as our newest player at the start of the stream here tonight. I believe the teams will be now loading into the lobby, so we should be underway momentarily. What do you think? What do you think the game plan is going to be? I mean, you said early aggression at the start of this. Like, what's and you say that who is our initiator again?
Our initiator will be Goggles, I
Goggles.
would assume. It's either going to be Goggles or Crispy. It's probably going to.
Based on that,
balance
like, what do you
between
think?
that.
What do you think the operator pick's going to be?
Honestly, I expect to see probably either a Silva, a Fade, or Sky, and it's probably gonna be Crispy on Sky. I don't remember what Macrora plays. But I know Ward's probably gonna be on that either Cypher or the Viper. But Viper, has had a renaissance, I would say. So I'm excited to see that Viper. I'm gonna assume it's gonna happen. Just because he's played well with it. With Goggles and 6 shot, I mean 6 shot's gonna probably be on a Raze or a Jet depending on what he likes. I'm not sure what duelist he's comfortable with, but we usually see Bullseye on that Jet normally. So maybe that's what we'll see. Goggles is pretty good at Breach, I think is or it's, I don't know, it's the guy with the blasting. And she's also very good at Sova. And we're getting into the map here.
Perfect. Love to see it. Bind gives me like a mix in terms of like Mirage and Nuke from Counter-Strike, if you're familiar with those two maps. We see here coming in, we're gonna see the first pick come through, and it looks like we're gonna see a mirror matchup here between War and his counterpart's name is cut off at the bottom of the screen there.
Yeah, that's a guy. I will have to say I'm proud of myself. I was right about War either gonna be on that Cypher or on that Viper. I was more confident about the Viper pick, but he likes to surprise me, and that might just be because we have Crispy on Brimstone here, the smokes operator, and I was right about 6 shot too. It was Jet or Raze, and we've got a Raze. And the nice thing about Raze is that Raze will be taking care of that Cypher util, getting us onto that site, getting the guns shoved into their faces and killing them. So I like that pick. We've got Macrora. Thank you for the reminder that Macrora does like to play some Senti. I like this Deadlock hover, and Goggles hovering this initiator, as I said. Fade or, Sky, probably going to be good picks, but Sova isn't too bad on this map either. We got a Teo coming in on the enemy side from Kaneki and a Waylay, and Brimstone and a Yoru. And so the thing about Yoru is, Yoru is a great duelist, I would say. I think in terms of for the team, team play, Yoru's better than, an ISO or Reyna. So they're not going too crazy here, I would say, with off-meta picks. And, there's been a Yoru renaissance as well as a Viper renaissance recently in the meta. Even with the nerfs. So I'm excited to see where we go from here. Macrora setting up. And it looks like we are investing in this round here.
We are, and it looks like they're just going to go for a quick execute onto A. Nebraska setting themselves up in a position just to go quick for it. KU anticipating the B play. Do you think the rotate's going to be quick enough from KU if Nebraska decide to fully commit to this A push?
I think War stall might be okay. I think that we've got it. I mean, they don't have a Raze, so they can't deal with War as easily. And they're maybe going to be slower, so maybe they'll be able to calm out and have some rotations come in pretty quick.
Yeah, with that war cam set up in a really great spot. He's going to see that util come through. He's going to get ready to make the audible calls. He's going to go ahead and call it out. The team is going to go ahead and rotate over, and KU floods right in behind Nebraska. They're going to find one onto Geomagics. The first to fall. McRoar finding the first kill of the match. And now KU going to go on the hunt, but it's a fluke. Woody Seth pops out from behind, finds 6 shots and fells him. Nebraska quickly rotating back over to B and get that spike planted.
Oh my, it's exactly what I love to see. I love the interplay with the teleporters. That's exactly what Bind is all about, and some teams don't do it. But you will not see that with KU.
Sitting in the smoke, Reavage just behind him. Reavage is going to sit in the corner behind all of the members of KU. Merlin, Reavage, and Woody will fell the last 3 members and give Nebraska the lead.
They really just read us to pieces there. And I have to say, I'm loving the way that Nebraska is playing this. They're playing Bind the way Bind is meant to be played, in my opinion. And it's really fun to watch. You know, a lot of teams, you know, they just play the standard hit and run kind of thing. But I love it when they, you know, do the will they, won't they with the teleporters. Like, will they hit the site or are they just going to hit the teleporter and leave? And they really read KU so many times. Those rotations were exactly as they expected, and they just waited for those rotations and caught them out.
Also, a good reminder to check your corners, kids. You can never not doubt that somebody's just going to be sitting in that corner, crouched and waiting, because people be freaks in these games. But here we go. Now we're going to see, once again, a lot of patience coming out from Nebraska here. KU, go ahead and going to spread their forces out just a little bit, just to account for any sort of shenanigans the Cornhuskers might pull.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're looking for early aggression. They're trying to bait them out to be curious here. They want KU to get curious and maybe make a blunder, but no. We're just going to be patient and wait, which I like from KU.
Yep.
6 shot holding this site down. Might be seeing some action soon, though.
Yeah, but that util's going to come down. That smoke's going to land right on top of him, buying him some time to escape with his life with a little bit of damage done to him. The stacks are there. He sees Geo. He's going to have to pull off the angle. Woody finds the opening on a McRoar. Goggles felled by Geo. Woody finds 2 with the second on the 6 shot. And the spike's going to get planted. Crispy all alone in a corner on the site.
Wow.
Kaneki will flank and find the kill.
Oh, man. I've
leaving
seen
War in a 1v5.
You know, I've seen this film before with War in this exact position so many times. Usually with better guns than just a classic, but it is just round 2, and we lost the last round, so we don't got much to work with.
The best bit of value I think War could find here is if he's able to get at least 1 kill. If he's able to get at least 1 kill, it's going to give him some money going into the start of the 3rd round.
It's probably exactly what he's waiting for here. He's hoping that they try and swing this or maybe go hunting, and he's going to try and get 1 before the timer runs out, but perhaps just not going to happen, and there's just a trip there, buddy.
Yep.
And that is going to be another round going to Nebraska. And do we know what the Nebraska mascot is?
Cornhuskers.
They're the Cornhuskers?
Cornhuskers.
I guess.
Alex, it's in our fight song.
No, I just Cornhuskers. That's what I'm really proud of our team, and we're really great at husking corn. Yeah. Makes sense. Welcome to the Midwest, everybody. That's our pride and joy, is husking corn. Anyways, going into this next round, we're hopefully buying up here. We saved that last round, trying to recuperate in our economy, which means we have some kind of guns. Maybe we can make something happen.
Absolutely. Nebraska are doing a really good job of just biding their time and playing it smart, waiting, and not even necessarily waiting or forcing mistakes out of KU here. They're just getting in there and they're playing the intel game well. They're playing the rotation game supremely well, and KU's doing everything right in terms of rotating. They're just getting a little unlucky, I think.
And I mean, McRoar's played the sentinel role really great right here. Just that wall there just kind of stalled them out. They weren't able to walk down long. So it's just keeping them, a little bit on their toes. Not able to just flood site easily. But Nebraska is just so good at the will they, won't they, where are they, what are they going to be doing? And I feel like it's a mental game today.
We see McRoar doing a little bit of a jiggle peek here, just waiting to get that nade thrown down that choke point. What's also interesting to note here is even in the 3rd round, KU are playing a little bit farther back on the respective sites. Granted, not the same with A, but on B side here, it looks like they're playing a lot more conservative. They're going to get some early damage out there. abilities flying out here. Here comes a blind. Blind goes out. Woody lives the blind, saving him. Woody finds 2. Macarora finds 1 back onto Merlin, but Geo quickly fells him. It's a 2v4 situation. Spike going down on B.
I mean, I guess everybody can live if everybody's flash and can't see where the enemy is, and it is a 2v4 situation.
Is that the Odin on War? It is.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is War with an Odin. Now, he can ace with these. And there's no opportunity for an ace in this round, but he can get a 4-piece.
I mean, they're stacked up here. They're watching from
Woody and
every
Revage are
angle.
both really weak and stacked.
Yeah. Oh,
Finds
my.
1, 6 shots, amazing 6
Oh!
shots with an amazing flick, finds 2. Oh, and he still get War, saves his teammate, and they'll mop it up 2 for 2, and they'll get the defuse, putting Kansas finally on the board.
Oh, that was so invigorating. You know, that's exactly what I was waiting for that 6 shot.
Well, like this one right, that's insane. So utterly insane. And I mean, Geo has the right idea with that swing. It's just too little too late, and War is in the perfect position to get the refrag. Also, yes, that is a brand new feature we have for the spring, is the replay function.
That was awesome.
And it's so great. It was so amazing to watch that very nice synchronized takedown effort from 6 and from War.
Yeah, I mean, 6, that's exactly what I want to see from him. What I've heard the fables, one would say, of his aim, and that was just a prime example.
Yep. Oh gosh. I hope this is a moment now that Kansas can take this and translate this into some momentum. It was a really good clutch up on the round. We're going to see Nebraska change up their strategy once again here.
I mean, KU is too. KU's playing a little bit further up here. Goggles in a very insertive position, and Geo.
He's going to get smoked
Oh,
out
wow.
here.
Some good stall outlets. So really what I like about this KU comp is this stall. Unless Nebraska really commits a lot of util to get onto site, it's going to take a little bit for them to get any picks or see anything on site.
And we're winding down to a minute.
They're defaulting here. They've got, people watching these angles, and they've got Spike down behind them because they don't want to lose Spike in perhaps a kerfuffle, one would say.
It's a great word, kerfuffle. But yeah, we're going to see Kansas just now. Now they're going to pull back as the clock winds down to 40 seconds. The execute's going to have to come within the next 15 seconds for Nebraska, and it's going to be one cluster of an event here. It's going to be really crazy, really high energy, and hectic.
30 seconds left.
And here it comes. They stack up. The util's going to come flying through here. They know where that camera's at. They're going to try to get some util on it.
Oh, hello.
And Warren's able to catch Woody. Woody runs right into the waiting mob. Warren,
Wow.
6 shots with a great little tap onto Revage. Kaneki finds one back onto War. 6 shots, fells Merlin. Traded out by Geo. It's a 2v3. The spike's got to get planted, but no. Crispy finds one onto Geo. And there's Macarora finding the last one onto Kaneki.
Wow, that was awesome. And it's just not going to work. These quick late floods, the
seconds left.
last few seconds,
enemy
is simply
remaining.
just not going to work out for Nebraska. They're going to have to do a little bit more, commit to more fights, perhaps in the earlier round there. They played a lot of patience. I like that they were waiting for aggression from KU, but they just did not see it. KU did
No.
not bite the bit.
They did not take the bait. And that flank from Crispy was really great because he removed that flank was really great from Crispy there. He gets rid of the one player that was in a position to really shut down the re-swings from KU and that going into that potential post-plant situation here. But now we see Goggles have to very strategically pull back,
Ooh.
fade away from danger. Lots of damage done to Macarora, and he's ultimately slain by Woody. The smoke's now coming through here to stall, buy some time. The rotates have to come out from KU here. It looks like Nebraska gonna commit to the B-side push.
Yeah, I mean, Nebraska's really great at these floods. And
Ooh,
I'm
Goggles in a
worried.
great position.
Oh my.
Lets one go past, but he does find one onto Geo. Revage, though, frags him out and trades. It's a 4v3 on the site. Spike's going to get planted here, surely. Oh, 6 shots, jumps in, gets felled. Crispy, though, able to get the kill back onto Kaneki. It's 2v2. I totally missed the kill by 6 shots. He actually got one out of that. So he traded, got good value. Oh, Revage drops down, is immediately slain, and Crispy's
Dang.
going to go ahead and mop it up.
Bang. That's what I gotta say. That's a good flood from KU there. Exactly what you'd like to see.
And now they've taken the lead. They've taken the last 3 rounds straight. This is what we like to see. This is the momentum that you need to establish in games like Valorant. These matches go for potentially for a very long time. These best of 3s are a marathon and an endurance test in and of themselves. So if you can establish momentum early, it just makes it that much easier to get a quick 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the way the KU's playing this. They were playing a little bit further back, and I think that was to gather intel of how Nebraska really likes to play and not revealing their hand too early. 6-shot has been hitting these shots, and he's going to play a little early. A nice little Showers fight. Gets one onto Woody Seth, the Yoru that has a lot of great utility for those sight floods. So maybe this will be a deficit for Nebraska to inhibit these sight floods that we have seen.
Yeah, we're just going to see them poke and prod here. It looks like they really want to commit to A. It could be another feint just to get KU to rotate away from B, and then they reverse flood back. Oh, but he's going to get tagged. Now we're going to see War just swing out with the Odin. It's roaring, and he finds Kaneki through the smoke. That's all the action, though. It's going to quiet back down just a little bit. Oh, 2 kills were found. I totally missed the second one. War moving forward, but he's going to get slain by Geo there. Claws it back. It's a 2v3.
Geo is
super winnable for Nebraska.
Here. It's so pinched.
So pinched. He's going to get found out, and he's not going to be able to escape, slain by MacRoar through the smoke, and MacRoar finds his second on Merlin, and that's going to be round number 6.
Wow, what a nice round there. A good initial pick by 6 shots in the beginning there. And then this fun little pinch here. Some team comms, team play with MacRoar and 6. Just calming where they were and being ready to fight them. And at the end of the day, it was some great gunplay and util usage. And don't forget about War. You know, that fun little Odin with the tag was fantastic to watch.
Absolutely. Now we're going to see, what is Nebraska's response here? Because you've now lost the last 4 rounds straight, and you are getting read like an open book.
Yeah, I mean, they need to be aggressive here. They need to figure out where Cypher is and go to the other side, in my opinion. And also, wherever 6-shot is, don't get into Bro's crosshair, I guess.
Yeah, you cannot give 6 shots. You cannot give him a 1v1 because he's just going to tap the front of your head. Gonna see some spray through the smoke here. Nebraska really trying to set up here. Gonna probably commit to this A push here. We're gonna see 2 members of KU flank around from behind to try to shut down this rotate. They're gonna be met by 3 players here. This is gonna be interesting. The swing comes out. Goggles finds one on a Kaneki. No. Swings back, finds another onto Geo. Can he get 3?
One more.
Oh, he's gonna swing and he'll. Oh no, MacRoar will get this kill onto Merlin. War's gonna find it onto Woody, and 6 is gonna find the last onto Reavage. 5 rounds straight for the Jayhawks.
This is just textbook from KU. They're capitalizing off of them being unsure, playing slow, and if you play slow, you can take the space. You can shove into their spawn. That's exactly what Goggles did here, and they were able to capitalize off of them being in a rotation here.
It's just so good.
Wow.
It's just a great peek and then re-peek by Goggles. Really well timed too. Honestly getting saved by his teammate there a little bit, I think. And we're going to see Nebraska take a timeout, and a well-timed one at that.
Yeah, I mean, wow, it was great to watch. And I have to say, I think that Nebraska, if they want to do something different here, they're going to have to either go faster or figure out a way to deal with the util of Cypher. And I mean, they have Teo. And they have Waylay, and they have a Yoru, who can maybe TP somewhere behind them. Other than that, you know, they don't have a raise, and that's the one thing that we have an advantage whenever we're on the attack against a Cypher, is we have a lot of good util to just take care of a Cypher. With their comp, I mean, I expect Nebraska to get a little bit more aggressive here. That's exactly what they need to do with the sort of comp that they have. And I mean, Woody has done some great things, but Woody has also done some questionable things. So maybe it's a take a deep breath and do the duelist things that you need to do to make space for your team.
Absolutely. And Kansas, to their credit, have adapted really well based on the information they gathered from the first 2 rounds that Nebraska took at the start of this map. And we're going to go ahead and see some aggression here coming out on towards the B site. Nebraska need to play this quicker. That favored them really well when they quickly gathered information and then just committed to the execute and not giving Kansas any real time to rotate.
But it's so hard against a double Sentinel. But they've got both War and MacRoar stacked up here. So if they decide to go B, maybe
Looks like that's what they're doing. They're sneaking away from B site here. They're going to leave Woody as sort of a rear guard just to try to buy some more time and try to trick him out. But it looks like 3 members of KU are going to stay A site. If they take too much longer, they're not going to be able to they're not going to be able to capitalize on this. They're going to lose out. Looks like they're going to funnel through the choke here onto the A site. Kansas ready and waiting. Crispy, hungry, waiting and lurking. Danger is going to come now. They're going to know it's there. Revic gets the flank off, but is immediately caught by Goggles. Oh, and Goggles with the flank finds 2, finds 3. Could he find 4? No, Merlin stops him from finding the 4th kill. Woody finds one back onto 6 shot. Oh, Crispy spots him through the smoke, but Merlin finds the kill. MacRoar fells Woody. It's now a 1v2. Merlin, with very little health left, is going to overexpose himself and be felled.
That is, to put it, in perspective, that was embarrassing by Revic there. You invested in ult, unable to get anything, and you get caught out with a knife out. That's embarrassing. Goggles here doing some great stuff. Taking 3 before getting traded out, which I think is quite impressive. That's exactly what you want to see from KU. Trades don't matter if you can get 3. We are up 4 rounds on Nebraska here. We're just, we're in the swing of things. We're feeling nice. We're feeling comfortable. We're in the driver's seat. We have MacRoar here holding it down, stalling them out once more. Beautiful work from our Sentinel. And Goggles has been taking an aggressive position here. Taking an early fight in that hookah space. I'm excited to see what they do. Great smokes coming out. We have so much stall. Goggles getting a pick onto Geo, and they're just going to hit the teleporter and leave, but 6 is right there raiding, and they're not able to get one onto him. He's still alive, but gets traded out. And we have the dash on the site. War's like, guys, I need some help. Gets one onto Revic, and War is watching, waiting. All the rotations are beautiful. They are just, everywhere they go, they're getting met with fire. And so we'll see them slow down a little bit. But MacRoar is inserted in this flank area watching these angles. So Nebraska knows things are going to get dangerous wherever they walk. We know exactly where they are. That teleporter, as strategic as it is, we know where they are. Kaneki getting a pick on a Goggles. MacRoar swinging out and getting 2. And that is another round for KU. Beautiful. Beautiful things happening.
Go and meet your mate.
I mean, at this point, Nebraska is trying everything, literally ripping pages out of the book and throwing it at the screen, trying to make something happen. It's not quite working out for them. I think that they just really need to get a good pick. But all of this Sentinel util stalling them out, the smoke stalling them out, is just preventing them from capitalizing. But Woody here with this Yoga ult, maybe we'll be able to get some information on where to be taking these fights here. And maybe he can get a sneaky TP here. They know that he's somewhere on site, is behind Ward, gets nothing, and Crispy is right there. Revic trading him out. Ward unable to get anything. Revic with 2, and Goggles here just falling. None of those shots hitting. MacRoar is here, though. All the rotations are here. Can they make something happen? 6 here in the elbow area. Has ult, pops it, can't. Ooh, gets 2? Gets 2 with that, and then another with the Vandal. I mean, if it's MacRoar and 6 left alive, the round isn't over. Great little replay here, seeing how things are going, and just a nice,
One enemy remaining.
That, and then, dang, 4K. Nice little 4K for 6 there. And I have to say, it's nice to watch KU because it isn't just 6 going and getting kills all the time. Each player is doing something notable for the team. It's not just one player rolling them all, and I think that's really great to see out of a team. We're going to see 6 taking the shower fight again. He really likes that spot. So does Goggles, like this hookah. It's textbook. We've got a little bit of info, and Goggles falls to so many people, and they're flooding on a site here. MacRoar in a sticky position, Gets one, gets traded out by Woody. Crispy in this backside gets two. Ew, gets another. That's a 3K. Can he get another? Wow. These KU players, they've been hitting Kovacs. They've got aim trainers. Phenomenal work. Z Merlin here. Oh, that spike is on site. How will he play this? Got two people swinging, and it's just not enough. What a round, guys. What a round.
Trained you.
Spike down B.
That was just
One
really fun to
enemy remaining.
see. Some fun, flashy plays coming in from Crispy. So it's not just 6shot that's got the aim. We've got Crispy. Even though he's on the bottom frag, that was an amazing show out by KU. And War changing up the trips here. I like it. I like a little bit of geometric freestyling, I would say. And Goggles taking this early information here, and she's gonna give that space. She didn't quite like the fight that she took last round, and I like that. We learn and we live, and a lot of ults coming out here. Reavage just not really capitalizing on this ult the way I'd like. And we're just not on site yet. We're just not on site yet. Ooh, MacRoar with two. Goggles here. MacRoar gets another. Goggles trading Neki as well. And it is slowly devolving into a 1v5. And Reavage is just in our spawn. Okay. Yep. Let's see if he can make something out of it. They don't see him. They don't see him. They see him. They know where he is now. Goggles, can you do something? Not quite. What the heck? A 3K for Reavage. A nice little, silly little play there. But is it enough to win the round? No. 6 is there. Knows.
Switching sides.
Give me a moment. I need to set back up.
Okay, so we've swapped sides now. So things are gonna change up. I'm curious to see Nebraska's. Wait, we're not switching sides. Okay, so we're switching sides. And I'm curious to see Nebraska's defense here. They don't have the double senti like we did, so it might be a little bit more challenging. I'm expecting to see more aggression from Nebraska because they have an initiator and 2 duelists. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing them play back, giving them the time to take early space. But we also haven't really cleared much. We've got a pick onto Crispy and Goggles falling early. MacRoar trading them out. MacRoar just getting all the trades. Some beautiful teamwork from KU, and it's a 3v3 situation. Spike isn't down yet, but War is making me eat my words. And we're going to play a post-plane situation from main, I believe. Reavage here going to see some action. 6 getting one onto Kaneki. And we're just playing this a nice. We got a nice post-play situation going on. We got some good timing. Ooh, that was a nice shot from War. And Reavage 1v3 trying to retake this site, but there's the smokes. And we didn't clear that corner. Okay. Nice first pistol round going to Kansas on this attack.
Absolutely.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
And that is 11 rounds straight. Insane. Utterly insane things being done here by Kansas. This is definitely a statement to be made here. Very good performances across all 11 rounds by the Jayhawks. I have no notes. So yeah, this has been an insane first map. Now, if they can translate this success going into map 2, it'll be great. It'll be great.
I like this insertion by War here. Gonna see a lot of
Oh,
action.
oh,
Oh my.
I mean, War will find one, but put a lot of damage onto the players of Nebraska here. But now the B-side's completely unprotected.
Yeah, I really.
Or sorry, the A site's unprotected.
I really liked that from War, and
It's so cheeky, such a cheeky little play. But now the spike's planted, and the sides have functionally swapped for this round. When that spike gets planted.
yeah, once it's post play, you go from attacking to defending. Yep.
And KU have put themselves in a really good position, though, to stop this retake. Ults come flying through. Mac finds two, but he's felled by Woody.
With the classic.
Oh, Six is going to miss all of those shots, and Gia's going to fell him. Gia with the pistol, Mad Lad swinging. Woody finds one onto Goggles. It's just Crispy. There's no time left on the defuse. He just needs to kill the planter. He's going to force them off, and that's going to be round number 12, and KU find themselves on match point.
I mean,
Match point.
wow.
Thank you, announcer lady.
That is awesome. And I have to say, you know, we lost those first 2 rounds. It looked worrisome, you know, in the beginning. And
Nebraska's doing everything right in those 2 rounds, too.
we just snowballed.
Yes, this should
We woke up and realized, that's too many. It's time to win. And that's exactly what they've done.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this push. We're getting an interesting pick in that first early round.
I love it when he brings the Odin. It makes me so happy.
And I just don't think that Nebraska has the defense power they need, but a nice little Teo bug through the teleporter. I love the teleporter plays.
Well, the biggest thing here is like this is confidence shattering.
Oh, this is just duelist.
Oh, and Warren's gonna find
Cypher.
Woody through the smoke. He's gonna find a second onto
dude.
Merlin. Warren, please give me another. Please give me another ace. Give me the ace. No, he's gonna walk right past Gio through the smoke, but Six refrags him. Six find the last 2. He will, and that's gonna be map number 1, going the way of Kansas.
Wow.
Wow, wee wow. I don't know about you, but if I won the first 2 rounds and then proceeded to get walked the next 13 straight, I would be pretty demoralized. But a great showing from the Jayhawks here, Alex.
Yeah, and I mean, there were some good things from Nebraska. It wasn't all just a snowball effect. They had some good things going for them. They weren't able to capitalize, and they weren't able to get some trades. KU just were so great at those multi-frags.
Indeed, they were. They were able to just be in the right position to get the refrags for each other, or just get those quick synchronized 2 or 3 kills in a row there. I have no notes for Kansas here, and I hope that we see Nebraska bounce back. I hope we have a fairly a very competitive second map here. It'd be nice to see a 2-and-out here for the Jayhawks to start off their Valorant campaign. But we're gonna wait here for hero selection, I believe.
Yeah.
Or they're going to take a quick break. Okay. We'll take it to a quick break here. The players are also going to go to a quick break. Don't change that browser. We'll be right back for map number 2. 1 second. Hi.
smoke's down.
One enemy remaining.
Here.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A. 10 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Now.
They're done. One enemy remaining.
I'm keeping my grip.
Spike down A.
My ult is ready. Where are you?
Go ahead. Stand.
30 seconds left. Spike. One enemy remaining.
Go and meet your mate. No escape.
Somebody out.
One enemy remaining. down B. One enemy remains.
Be right back.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
We've got the right map this time.
Woot. Yay.
And we're seeing the KJ from War coming out. I like that. I like that. I love seeing War on the Sentinel role. Bro does a great job.
We're going to see Geo bringing back out the... Oh, I forgot it. I'm blanking on the name of the operator already.
Cyber?
Cyber, thank you. I only just recently started playing Valorant, everybody. I'm trying to become a better caster for you.
Aw, that's so sweet. We've got Mac Aurora hovering the Phoenix. I'm sure that's a prank 6-shot on the Jet. Except that we're all familiar with as loyal KU viewers. I know you're all out there. And we've got Crispy hovering Omen and Goggles on that Sova like I told y'all about. Woody Seth opting for the Yoru once again. Mac Aurora locking in the Phoenix. Okay.
We're going to see Reavage also bringing the Jet on the board here. We're going to potentially see... Yep, we're going to see another mirror matchup between Kaneki and Crispy.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Mac Aurora brings to the table on the Phoenix. And I'm interested to see, the flashes, because I know I hate to see a teammate lock in Phoenix. At least in my elo, which isn't that high. Whenever somebody locks in Phoenix, I can't see the
We
the
have
images on my
mirror
screen.
matches. We have 3 mirror matches in the lobby.
That's not a mirror match.
Two Sovas,
I wouldn't call it a mirror matchup.
2 Omens, 2 Jets.
That's not a mirror matchup. A mirror is when it's perfectly.
There.
And then we've got a double duelist comp for both, which I guess is kind of ish. But
Yay.
I would say, even though we do kind of have a similar comp going on, in terms of util, the Sentinel util is a little bit different between KJ and Cypher. So that kind of sustain or delay in push will be a little bit different. We're going to see Nebraska on the defense this time in the beginning. I'm curious to see how KU fares when the first round of map pick is on this attack.
You know what messes with me the most about seeing the Cypher cam is that because I play... Oh, sorry. Reaver's going to find the first opening kill onto 6-shot. That's not a great start if you're Kansas, but that Phoenix is going to rush in there. He's going to throw that blind out. He's going to miss one flick, but he gets one, and a flurry of kills leads it to a 2v2 now. Crispy alone, joined by his teammate here, and it's going to be a showdown on C site.
A nice little flood. The Phoenix, the braid activated, and bro realized let's flash this before we swing, and I liked that.
Now, because of this defensive situation, the 2 players for Nebraska have to split.
And I mean, play isn't down yet, so they're
not going to split.
They're not too eager yet to push side if the play
One
is even
enemy
down.
remaining.
War with a great kill onto Merlin.
Spike planted.
Kaneki getting the smoke out here. He's gonna very carefully swing it, but he finds one onto War. 8 health and a
Dangerously
dream.
low. Crispy here and playing in the smoke. We've got Omen versus Omen. The showdown, the matchup to rule them all here.
That smoke going to run out any second now. If Crispy's looking the wrong way, Kaneki gets this kill. He's going to go ahead and leave the smoke. He's going to creep around the site. He's going to check his corners, make sure no one's lurking. Oh, no, but Crispy has his back to him! And that's going to be the first round going once again the way of the Cornhuskers.
And that is just Valorant timing if I've ever seen it.
Gotta love the timing.
Youch. A first map or first round to Nebraska here, but I'm not too mad about it. We had some good things. We got the site, we got the plant down. It was just truly an unfortunate event there, what happened between Kaneki and Crispy.
Yeah, indeed. As I was saying, before everything happened and I missed all of the action trying to tell my little anecdote, you know what trips me out about seeing the Cypher cam is that I've played so much Rainbow Six that I keep thinking I'm looking through an Echo drone. And I keep waiting for some sort of sonic pulse to come out of the camera, and it messes with my head every time I don't see it. Go ahead and see that Phoenix while the flash is coming through. Lots of util from the Jayhawks flying through here. McRoar's going to just push through the smoke. And he's going to turn and look away, get timing by Reavage, but Sixshot trades him back out for Kaneki. Sixshot alone against 3 members of Nebraska. He's been shot at once. He knows there's at least one there. Another shot comes through. He knows 2 are there. He finds 1 onto Reavage. He doesn't find 2, but does a lot of damage to Geo. Actually, not a lot of damage to Geo. Geo and Merlin both fall here. Goggles gonna go ahead and pop that Sova bow right at the feet of Woody. Shots ringing out. It's a 2v1. He's gonna fire again with that bow. He's gonna hit him, and he's not gonna turn right. But War able to get the refrag, and the Jayhawks find themselves level.
I love a comfortable Sova player. I love seeing Goggles on Sova. You can see that she's comfortable on the character, knows how to use those shock darts, knows how to get some good lineups for those sonic darts. So, I mean, it feels good to have an initiator who knows how to play the agent that they're on. Some great plays, some good picks from KU. And that's exactly what we want to see.
Yep, playing that 2v1 how you're supposed to play the 2v1. Always ready to refrag your teammate should they fall.
And I mean, look at those darts. Beautiful.
Great darts, and Merlin's going to have to fall back. KU know he's there, and they're just going to get a little bit more animated, pushing forward, hunting him down. All the players from Nebraska are going to begin their rotate onto the A site here. Looks like it's going to be an early battle here in the round. 1:18 left on the clock. Util's going to come out.
I mean, I like how patient that we're playing here.
Absolutely.
Even if you're the duelist, like, not getting picked out in the early round is so important. War here holding it down. I love the lurks from War. If he's still alive at the end of the round, I know we've got a good chance of securing it.
Oh, and they're going to go ahead and rotate away from the A push. They're going to get away relatively easily, but Woody's going to find the pick onto 6. A little late on the rotate here, and they're going to try to collapse onto where he was. They're not going to find anybody. Oh, War with a crucial kill into Geo. That leaves C-Site completely open. KU can get the plant down here relatively uncontested.
I mean, that's what I'm saying about these freaking...
Oh, and what a shot from War. Did he find another? He misses. No, but the second shot onto Reavage. Let the boss G sing. Sorry, that's a Siege call out.
Oh, Merlin with a flank, though.
Oh, but War doesn't know that Merlin's there. The back's to him. Oh, no, but like damage from both sides coming in onto him here. War's, a bit of an awkward fight there. Goggles finds one on the Kaneki. Merlin finally kills War. Now he's a 1-on-1 with Goggles, but Goggles to shut him down.
How you got the Sova dart information, you still swing that and lose? Come on. But, oh, what a nice shot from War here, getting that first pick onto Woody, and then another onto Reavage.
Amazingly done.
And I mean, that damage you saw coming from behind Merlin before we killed War was the bot, the Sentinel util from War, the little turret was there. So, I mean, it gave War the info he needed to know that something was flanking him. Some great little Sentinel util. Shout out Sentinels. Love y'all. Big fan of your work. And we've got the same initiator dart. Getting caught out. Operator from Reavage. Killing Phoenix's double.
Oh, and Reavage looks away at the wrong time.
The timing.
Yeah, he's going to get found out by the drone here.
This one on the McRoar, but hopefully we can trade him out with this Sova ult from Goggles.
Only one of the bolts finding any value, getting some damage in onto Merlin. Sixshot's in a great position once again to try to find some value, find a kill for his team. Oh, and War with a great shutdown on Geo.
He can't keep getting away with this chat.
Oh, and another great kill with 9 health in a dream. Kaneki's there. He doesn't know that Kaneki's there. He turns his back, and Kaneki fells the mid lane champion of War. Crispy finds one onto Merlin.
I think we just said mid lane and champion in the same in the same sentence. That's hilarious. Oh my days. Kaneki here. Kaneki gets a nice little blind.
Oh, very interesting teleport right into the barrel and right into the sights of Crispy.
I mean, I saw the vision, but it just wasn't quite there for Kaneki. That's some Omen gameplay for ya. And Woody Seth, 1v3 situation.
No, he's going to collect that operator and run away. That is the correct play here in this situation. He's going to run away. He's going to hide. A lot of free time now for Nebraska to talk strategy, even more free time for KU to talk strategy. They're going to go ahead and leave. They know he's not going to try to rotate back for a defuse. They're going to keep themselves alive, maybe try to just loosely hunt him down, try to make sure he doesn't have that operator in the back pocket, but they're not going to be able to find him.
I mean, Revich got 2 with that thing, so we don't really want that in his hands.
No, we do not. That's just such a clean
My
kill.
ultimate
And the
is
second
ready.
one onto Revich, though, was even better. Just, oh man, he gets shot in the shoulder. You hate to see that as some, like when you're using the op and you don't get like a one-shot body. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and I mean, I love the
I
way
need
you
a
said
drop.
mid lane and champion in the same sentence.
What can I say?
That was awesome.
What can I say?
League of Legends next week, I believe.
I thought that was tomorrow.
Time to
Smash tomorrow.
Ah, Smash tomorrow. Okie dokie. But yes. So we're going to see another slower start here from Kansas.
Surely they don't let War lurk in this mid space once more.
Oh! Kaneki
They aren't able to punish.
escapes with his life.
A little bit of an interesting buy here from Nebraska. We've got a Deagle and an operator in the same team. Interesting. I like the way that KU's playing this. They're not too bold, and they're slowly taking space. And it looks like they're going to rotate over to A. or
Absolutely.
B. I don't know.
Does anybody like do most? Are there any plants that like happen at the B site here, or is it just kind of still just a 2-point site? And as we're talking, Revich off-screen kills War.
Right here.
I mean, it's just a hard
ahead.
post plant. For sure, it's very close quarters. Revich getting another onto Macflora as I
Lots
say
of
stuff.
util onto Merlin. Merlin down to half health here. They are going to flood the A site. They have no
30
one
seconds
watching the
left.
flank here. They're going to probably get encased here as 2 players die in the mid lane. Now we're just going to settle into the post plant. Woody's going to go ahead and use that dimensional rift. He's going to go ahead and get a lot of free util here. He's just going to call in right behind him. He's not going to get it. A little bit greedy. I see the vision here. But his team not really able to capitalize. There goes Merlin for the swing, but Goggles fells him, and Crispy gets one back onto Geo.
Wow.
And the Jayhawks continue to extend their lead now to 3 rounds.
I mean, I really like what Woody is doing versus that They're not being able to capitalize off of any of that as well. I mean, same for this
enemy
Open
remaining.
the Open Detail coming out from Nebraska. Some good stuff, but not quite enough to capitalize and make something out of it. I mean, we saw that one round with the Omen TP. I mean, I don't know. What can Nebraska do to get around here? And I have to say, maybe we want to hit some more flanks. I mean, Woody did get that good pick on the 6 that one round. And he's going to be caught out here. He's going to have to TP away.
It's a good teleport, too. Gets himself out of danger there. Gets a lot of util used up on him for free. Geo now the only one on A site. Going to have to peel away. Kansas, no. They're going to go ahead and get that intel, and they're going to know that they have free run of C site. They just now need to hold the mid lane. They'll be able to get that plant down just fine, and they do. Nebraska a little late on the rotate, but Kaneki finds another kill onto War. War, their first to die in almost every single one of the most recent from the last 3 rounds. Not ideal. Merlin finds one onto Macrora. But Merlin, 6 finds a refrag onto Woody. Goggles picks up 2 for her onto Merlin and Kaneki.
One enemy remaining.
Goggles finds a third,
Oh,
and 6 finds one onto Geo.
beautiful things coming from KU. War, I mean, the thing about War is you love to see a lurk. And the thing is, War is able to get away with a lot of things. And even when War is punished for it, it doesn't matter because the rest of KU is so great at what they're doing that it does not matter if War is punished.
No, it doesn't. Well, and even then, too, like, he's getting a lot of value. He's dying late in the round, which, you know, dying in general, not super ideal. But, you know, he's able to stay alive and control and pressure mid for a lot longer than most, you know, is compared to other players are
And
able
as
to.
we talk about War, I just want to bring up, you know, he gets 14 kills per game, which is a really great average. That's a good, consistent player. And assists, he usually has 5. So even if he does die or get traded out, he's got a good amount of assists. He's getting some good damage out, no matter So his average KD is 1, which is good. You're solid. You're consistent. That's exactly
It's
what
so
you like to see.
satisfying. It's so rare to see like a whole number under the KD stat.
Yeah, for sure. And I love having my new toys here with all these different stats to look at.
It's so great. You and Danny really outdid yourselves with the creation and the management of all this stuff.
I do have to say it's mostly Danny. I do have a few ideas myself, but I never am quite the one to execute them. Danny is the graphics extraordinaire. He's got a great vision for KU. And as we go into this next round, Ward's got an Odin.
Yes.
Wow.
It'll be a good round.
A nice little flash again, not really capitalizing, but they're
Oh,
taking
he
some
sees
early
one's
space.
gonna go and spray through the wall. He's not gonna find it. The Jet's gonna have to dash away. Lots of damage done here. Oh, and Woody gets up there and pistols him to death.
Oh, wow.
Oh, flurry of kills here. We dropped down to a 2v3 in favor of Kansas. Crispy and 6 felling Geo. Reevich finds one back onto Goggles, though, and drags Kansas back level on player count.
I mean, that was exactly what I would have liked to see from Nebraska if I was a Nebraska fan. But yeah, this is a great ult coming out from Crispy, just, you know, keeping them guessing, getting some space, and getting on a site
Yeah,
here.
they got the smokes down really, really great. You know, they got them down on the 2 choke points they need. They're going to go ahead and go for that plant. Nebraska going to go ahead and, I think they're going to grab some weapons there from mid lane and going to go ahead and take the push through that choke.
I mean, I am not worried if, you know, Crispy alive, 6 is alive. 6 is great for those multi-frags. So I know he's good for 2. And that's all that's left on
It's a good
Nebraska's.
smoke from Nebraska. Crispy's going to go ahead and rotate through it. Maybe a little bit aggressive here, a little bit of a high-risk situation. Oh, and 6 just very strategically rotates through that smoke. Crispy finds one. Crispy will find both of them just sitting in the smoke.
Ew.
I totally missed Kaneki getting a nice tap onto 6 there. This is a very, very well-executed hold, post-plant hold there by the Jayhawks, utilizing the smoke of Nebraska to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful textbook work from KU there, and I love some good smokes interplay. I love sentinels and I love controllers, especially when those controllers like to play in and out of those smokes, and that's exactly what we saw from Crispy. A little bit more satisfying in my opinion than just seeing a duelist frag out.
Reevich not going to be able to really find any value from that aggressive angle. That smoke going down right in their face.
I'm curious to see KU is adjusting to the way that Nebraska played that last round, and I like this push that they're doing here.
It's a good hold into the mid zone there onto the B side. That shutdowns like the middle rotate here for Nebraska. Woody though opens this up onto Macrora. Crispy finds one back onto Reevich. Woody though gets another kill to their tally. 6 and Crispy answer back with kills onto Woody and Merlin, and it's a 4v1 as War finds Geo.
Ooh, I mean, those are the multi-frags that we're talking about. Woody gets 2 of his
Kaneki
own.
claws it
but-
back against War. In a 1v3 though, through that smoke, he's gonna get blinded, and Macrora just swings on the blind man and fells him to extend the win streak of Kansas by 7, or up to 7 rounds straight.
That is just an unfortunate round. Some good stuff from Nebraska there, but not quite able to finish it out. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that KU is just better. I'm sorry. I don't know how to sugarcoat these words anymore. It just seems like KU is better.
This team has definitely taken that momentum. I mean, sure, they've lost the opening round, but they've already improved from the first map by only dropping 1 round, and that was the first pistol round here. Woody, though, is going to get up there and get a little bit active. He's going to miss his shots onto Crispy and teleport away.
Oh, they turned our caster into a gun, Marshall.
Oh, wow. Ah, that's my name. Kaneki and 6 are going to duel out in the mid lane. Kaneki takes some damage, and 6 is going to slowly fade away.
And, you know, I guess I can't hate on Macroa for this Phoenix pick. I mean, the flashes have been good.
Yeah, the flashes have been amazing.
The ults have gotten us information even though he's been traded.
Good flash through.
Oh,
Woody
we
taking
got
a
some
shot,
info.
finds nothing, and 6 fells Woody in the window.
I love a good wall bang.
Woody wallbanged in the window. I haven't got my alliteration
They
in
don't
yet.
even keep going. They
No, they
got that
don't.
pick and they just pulled back.
I like it in the situation, but you are down to 35 seconds. You're going to have to try to find something in a place to make and execute
Wait,
happen.
are we gonna execute on B?
30
Surely.
seconds left.
This is your first time.
McConaughey lurking up
Oh!
on high. Does not get it. 6 is able to react better and get better shot placement. B-side's vulnerable, but no. There goes Spike off on its own to C.
Oh. Everything's falling apart for KU here.
Not
Goggles
quite.
on site alone. Can she get the plant down? Yes,
She will,
does.
because the distractions worked. Nebraska had no idea where Spike was. Sure, they win the gun battles in mid, but that's not where Spike was. It was on the late lurk to C.
Are we playing checkers and they're playing chess or what?
I don't know.
They just sacrificed 2 pawns to get to the queen or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but now we're in an ideal post-plant situation. It's going to take some util and a smoke to get the plant clear, but Goggles gets revenge despite
was
losing the
gross.
opening gun duel. Goggles now going to retake that position here. Going to go ahead and return with a Sova ult of her own onto the planter. He's got to leave it, Merlin, and Crispy fells Geo. It's now 1v2, but Crispy's going to pick up both, and the Jayhawks go on to 8 rounds straight.
Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, that just brought a tear to my eyes. Seeing this post played so nicely by Goggles and a good bit of, mechanical prowess as well. Before that Sova ult, we saw her get that pick, and that was just mechanical's different. I've seen
Absolutely.
it from every single player on this KU team, getting those nice picks and those nice frags just from simply hitting those shots better, and it makes me feel good about my team.
Absolutely. It's evident that this Kansas roster has put in the work during the break between halves of the season here. Woody, though, opens up onto 6. Konaki gets one back on the Goggles. Kansas losing the player count early in the round here.
All the lurk from Merlin coming in.
But it's all good. War has an Odin.
I believe it. I believe it.
But Merlin's going to go ahead and take a cheeky corner position, unaware that a KU player is all by their lonesome onto 8. So
They
this could
slipped
be
right past
They
it.
literally just slipped past and snuck by. You
What
love to
is-
see it.
What is
But
this
now,
timing?
but now he's in a very dangerous position. War's gonna find one on Konaki. Crispy finds one onto Merlin, and that was the player denying the rotate here.
Yeah.
They could go to A. I think that might be the play. The play to A. We're gonna see Woody use that dimensional drift to get some intel here and finding that there are no KU players in mid.
Cutting through.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna fire that teleport onto C in preparation.
that A timing just feels really bad. It could have gone anyway, 50-50 for Nebraska or KU.
30
Flash
seconds
comes through,
left.
kind of gets himself a little bit here, but there's no one in the site immediate here. They see the util in place. They're going to smoke it out. Here comes through mid-rack. Roar dodges the flash and fells Woody. Grabs his Vandal.
Enemy remaining.
Crispy finds one under Revich through the smoke. Now it's 1v3 for Geo. A tall task, but one that can be done. He's going to fire that camera in. He's going to
Taken out.
tag onto KU here. I think he's going to take a longer rotate here to enter through the mid door.
So interested to see where KU is placed in this post-play situation.
That clock's running out.
Cage to
He's
the
going to have to go. He smokes and he looks in towards that corner there, but Crispy finds him in 9 rounds straight for the Jayhawks. Now they are running away with it.
Yeah, I mean, even if we don't get those pistol rounds, it doesn't quite matter. You know, I like to say that pistol rounds set the tone for that half, but I mean, it's not for KU. So as we go into this 11th round, oh, the buys are looking so incredibly broken from Nebraska. I feel bad. This has been very rough for them, and I'm loving to see the lurks. Wow, some early aggression gets punished. A pick.
Yep. MacRoar opening us up for Kansas here. War finds one onto Merlin. This is great start for Kansas here. They could extend this to 10 here very quickly. Oh, and Revich drops down right into the open mob. MacRoar on a tear here finds Konaki in mid. Geo finally stops the menace that is MacRoar's Phoenix. But now he's all alone. Goggles wants to get through that smoke, but 6 will fell Geo first.
Wow. Everything devolved so quickly this round.
Last
It was
round in the half.
Going up.
bloodbath.
absolute savage fight in mid there. I saw the vision from Reavage. It just wasn't quite right as McRoar was there waiting.
And I mean, I questioned McRoar on that Phoenix. We saw him on Deadlock earlier. You know, Sentinel, the Duelist, those are a little different roles that we usually see. But we just saw McRoar on a total tear, doing exactly what Duelists do best, and just going in and killing people and just running them down.
I also want to take this opportunity to point out that this Kansas roster, or, like, at least in this series, is incredibly well balanced. But 2 quick kills. War finds Kaneki, Woody finds McRoar, and Goggles finds Reavage, keeping Kansas on top in player count here. But back to what I was saying. Everybody on this Kansas roster is contributing just like that. Goggles and War find another 2 quick kills, and it's a 1v5. But oh, Geo starts it off with a kill onto War. Can he find the other 4?
Oh, poor Geo left all
Oh, but he will
alone.
not, and 6 is going to throw that dagger right into his temple. And Kansas go up 11.
Switching sides.
It almost feels like bullying.
Get out of my way.
It almost feels wrong.
But like again, like,
Like, look at this.
if we go back to the top of the stream, Valorant is a momentum-based game. And Kansas, after losing the first 2 on Bind, have just now begun to run away with it. Sure, they dropped the first one on it, but you know, that first pistol round on any map is going to be a 50-50 either way.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great for this to be the first Valorant match of the season, the spring semester here. It definitely will set a great tone and morale for KU. I'm excited to see because we will be going against Ohio State, who are the runner-ups from the last tournament last year. So it'll be interesting to see how
And I
they
believe
fare.
they're top of the Valorant table right now, yes, but 06 is going to find, oh goodness, Geo and Reavage find 2 onto 6 in War. War, before perishing, gets Woody. So this opening pistol round here might go the way of Nebraska.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a trip here. McRoar's going to have to clear out.
Yeah, but Goggles is right there, gets it off onto Reavage, but the smoke's still protecting. The smoke's going to run out, and she dodges Reavage. Able to stay alive, gonna go ahead and pop that bow into the corner here. Sees Merlin, peeks back out and wins the duel. 10 health left. Oh, swings, but Geo and Kaneki find 2 quick, but Crispy will eliminate Kaneki and Geo from the mid door and get the defuse, denying Nebraska a chance to break the winning streak of Kansas.
I mean, beautiful, beautiful defense from Kansas, I have to say.
Yes. But again, like, yeah, just everybody on this Kansas roster is contributing. They're all having hero moments. They're all having crucial, influential plays. And despite, and regardless of the level of competition of the opponent in the map, this is a good sign. As you were saying, like, this is a good, this is an omen of good things to come for this team.
Omen.
Speaking of omen.
Oh, wow. I really like the things that Woody Seth is doing here. We're seeing a
Ooh,
quick
and 6
execute.
with a cheeky kill onto Kaneki.
Dies with the spike. You can't be doing that. Goggles.
Reavage. Woody, though, gets one back onto Goggles. Crispy, though, trades his teammate out. Merlin finds McRoar. 2, waiting for 6, and Geo finds that kill. But wait, just you wait a minute. Here comes War with an Odin, and he finds Geo. Now Merlin's stuck in a pit against the spray of an Omen, or an Odin, and it's not going to work. And that's going to be all she writes. 13-1 on map number 2 for the Jayhawks, with a decisive 2-0 victory in their opening series.
Yeah, and as we get this replay set up, I mean, Crispy did awesome this
Very
map.
nice.
And you'll see not as an amazing KD as War, but
Point nine still.
still beautifully consistent. We're going to see the flurry of kills we saw here. A great pick by Kaneki. Just the timing of Valorant on Crispy getting that first and what, only? Well, I think they had 2 rounds. And oh, these picks by War. I mean, we see him with the Odin, but we also see him with the sniper. 2 fundamentally different guns here.
My ultimate is ready.
War just showing his aim prowess.
Such a good double kill from War there. Just can't ask for better blocker placement. And great reaction times from Goggles. She just absolutely is able to get on top of that teleport. Love to see it.
One enemy
Again, like
remaining.
that, this player right here,
Last
Smoke,
player
one that we
standing.
talked about in the moment there, but just great play by the two players on Kansas to play around that smoke here. Another great post-plant situation here.
One enemy
And again,
remaining.
these are things to like look at going into the later matches. This ability for them to do everything right, regardless of the mistakes that their opponents are making. These are patterns of behavior that you want to see out of a relatively new roster with players who have been brought up from JV, who even if they've subbed before, this is a different playing field than what they might be used to. And on top of that, 6 proving their mettle in this series. Like they have lived up to the hype and the expectations going into the start of the
out of my
spring
way.
season here.
And it's just so
Scanning
amazing
ahead.
to see how smart
One
they
enemy
play,
remaining.
especially with newer players. You know, sometimes interplay is hard,
Spike
but they've
planted.
proven that even with the mistakes that they do make, it doesn't matter against a team like Nebraska. I'm very curious to see next week how they fare against one of the top dogs of the Valorant scene in the Power Esports Conference compared to, you know, the very last tiered
And I believe
team.
it's Utah, right?
Yes, Utah.
Yeah, that's going to be a real test. And here's the thing. Ideally, we win that, but even if we don't, if we can make that a very close competitive series, that is a phenomenal thing to hope for. Is that going up against a top team like Utah in the PEC?
Yeah, for sure. I would say this was a great show match. Just highlight our new players, highlight what we've got in our back pocket in terms of the new season, and it feels good to have a win under our belt.
Absolutely. So, Super Smash Brothers tomorrow.
Yep.
Looking forward to that. I will not be here on the stream. But anyway, Alex, is there anything else the folks at home should know?
I think that Smash is something to watch. It's really
Agreed.
fun to watch because, you know, our casters aren't like Marshall. They are just the players themselves, swapping the mic between them as they play. So I think there's a little bit of a camaraderie and fun dynamic whenever you watch those Smash streams. So even if you don't
Absolutely.
quite know Smash, I think it's fun to watch nonetheless, like
It's
any
fun.
fighting game.
It's fun to watch those fighting games. You don't have to play them super well. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, you hear like the onomatopoeias of wham, bow, pa, and you're like, what? And then they like get KO'd and there's like a giant flash on the screen and you know
Absolutely.
something big just happened.
Absolutely.
So either way, stay tuned for tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow, same time or
Same time. Yeah.
same time. That's right. Next week, once again, the teams face off against Utah. This is going to be a challenge across the board for every team. So make sure you tune in for those matches. And I believe that's going to be all we have for you tonight, folks. Keep it locked. Stay warm. Have a good one.